Hello, and welcome to another episode of Cocktales. Today we're going to be recycling, so we'll be using some ingredients that we've used recently. And also, my camera battery's about to die, so I'm going to do this super quick, woo, so I can get started on drinking. Boom. It's time to start the show. Ready, go.
It's time to start the show. It's time to start the show. Ready, go.
Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? Can you see it? What we're going to do, whipped cream vodka, cream soda, because it's about to get creamy, y'all. Can you see it? 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 And I actually have enough to get drunk on this time, so that's a plus. And it's pretty simple to make. So I think that you should try it. I think you should love it. And let's get started. Can you see it? 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 What I have in my hand here is a fucking amazing drink. Yes, I am aware that I look like Fidel Castro in this hat, but my hair looks like shit, so you're just gonna have to find a way to cope with that. Did you ever feel like a piece of meat? I have. What had happened was, I had been kinda hanging out with this girl from a town called Brillion. Never heard of that place, have you? Nope. My brother knew her friend from a weird internet class that they had at school. And we decided to go hang out with these girls, and there was one of them who wanted to do stuff to me sexually. But she had a boyfriend. She didn't want to be a cheater, so she never did anything to me sexually, even though she clearly wanted to. There was a lot of sleepovers with snuggling, and ooh, we're gonna cuddle, and it'd be so cool when we cuddle. And I'm like, dude, fuck off. I got a boner. Somebody's gotta do something to the boner. It's gonna be you or it's gonna be me. Just make a decision. We were having a party at this woman's house, and somehow a penis measuring contest happened. I don't know. You're a teenager and stuff happened. We were all in a basement and it was cold. And everybody's like, it's a cold basement. We're not ready for a penis measuring contest. So I said, I'm going to need a fluffer. Is anybody interested in helping me out? And of course this girl who I had been hanging out with randomly was like, ah, kid, let's go upstairs and we'll have do the stuff. Or however girls talk. And I was like, yeah, that sounds awesome. Let's do it. I don't want you to think I've been neglecting the drinks. They're right here. And so we went upstairs and there was, I mean, she touched my pee-pee. So I mean, that was something. But she was not awesome at it. She wasn't getting my schmoigen. So we went downstairs and I'm like, alright, I feel like I have to address this part of the story more thoroughly. So eventually I tell her, yeah, it's not really working out. Because you either are gonna commit to this or we're not doing it. And she's like, blah blah blah, boyfriend. So I'm like, okay, you have a boyfriend, so we're not doing this. Love you, bye. So I go downstairs, and I don't even go all the way downstairs. I just go like 2 steps in, and I'm like, alright, we're still looking for a fluffer for this wee-wee. Anybody else want to give it a shot? And sure, that was a little bit of an asshole thing to say, I guess. Except that she had a boyfriend, so fuck you. Why shouldn't I be looking for another person to flinkle my flangen? You know? Well, it's not my fault that her sister said, I will go up there and try to fluff your wiener for a penis measuring contest. But it's kind of my fault that I said that'll be just fine. So I went upstairs with her sister, and to be honest, I felt like a recycled piece of garbage. Ta-da! This is where the whole recycled ingredients for the drink came in. So we went upstairs, and this chick was hot. Super hot. And she had the softest butt, and I was just grabbing it. And you know how you grab a butt and you separate it a little? Come on, we've all been there. We were making out, and she was just grinding on my wee-wee. And let me tell you, things were happening. Well, next thing I know, apparently the first girl got all mad. Like, what? You were using me while you had a boyfriend. How are you How are you now mad about this? Well, that's what happened. And she went and woke her fucking mom up at like 4 o'clock in the morning. And her mom comes stomping out like some sort of fucking gorilla woman. And she's like, everybody's gotta go home. And apparently, the hot sister, who was the second one, if you haven't deduced that with science, she got all in trouble for touching my wiener. But years later, you'll be happy to know that I sealed the deal with that hot bitch. And actually, the absolute stomping that I gave her vagina is a different story for a different day. And that story involves the word jackhammer. So be excited for that shit. Okay, love you, bye! Hello, my camera. Burp. Again with the motorcycle. I mean, come on. So what had happened was, sometimes when you get drunk, you eat grapes.